guys ever apple pies watching riddles? No, actually doing riddles, but watching another YouTuber. So yeah, let's start. If you want to watch this video on your phone, go to Bright Side Riddles right over here. Bright Side Riddles. So yeah, let's do this.
And offered her friend one half along with some whipped cream on the side. She then ate her piece of the same apple. The friend died from poisoning, but the host survived despite eating from the same apple. How is that possible? The poison was in the whipped cream.
Oh my god.
You see a bathtub filled with water. You have a spoon, a cup, and a bucket. Which will you choose to empty the bathtub?
Bucket?
You have 10 seconds to choose.
Bucket? I guess. Because the spoon and the cup is so small, but bucket is bigger.
Obviously, choose to pull out the plug.
Wait, what? I didn't know it was there.
5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 555.
What?
You have 10 seconds to add one number and make the equation correct. P.S. You can't cross the equal sign.
That does not make sense. Maybe 560. No, how could that 555?
545 plus 5 plus 5 equals 555.
No.
Two people are standing near the river. Both of them want to get to the opposite bank, but the boat can only hold one of them. And still, they both manage to get across the river. How?
Wait, maybe one of them was swimming? Or another boat was swimming? Or actually holding?
They were on the opposite river banks.
What?
A rich man, Mr. Thomas Green, had been kidnapped, and the detective assigned to his case found a note at the crime scene. It read, 1st of January, 4th of October, 5th of March, 3rd of June. The detective guessed that the kidnapper's name was hidden in the note. The suspects were Jack Green, the rich man's son and heir, June Green, the man's wife, and John Jacobson, Mr. Green's employee. The detective deduced the name of the kidnapper in no time. Can you do the same in 10 seconds?
John. Detective. Jacobson or Jack.
1st of January means the first letter of the word January, J. 4th of October indicates the fourth letter of the word October,
Yep,
O.
I was right.
The 5th of March stands for the fifth letter of the word March, H. 3rd of June is the third letter of the word June, N. So, John Jacobson was the one that kidnapped Mr. Green.
Why?
Someone entered a dark room. They brushed against something, some glass broke, and someone died. What happened? You have 10 seconds to solve this mystery.
Glass broke, and the glass maybe hit the person and the person died? That's right, yes. Right?
An aquarium with a goldfish got smashed. If it's raining at midnight, can you expect that in 72 hours it will be sunny? You have 10 seconds to forecast the weather.
Yep. Maybe lower? I don't know.
Nope. In 72 hours, it's going to be night again. A person is sitting, but even if they stand up, you won't be able to occupy their place. Where is this person sitting? 10 seconds to find the answer.
On the toilet? Or on the couch or on a chair? That's my 3 answers.
The person is sitting on your lap. Hey, don't blame me. What's a security guard doing when a bird is sitting on his head?
Trying to get him out. But that bird is so cute. Right?
He's sleeping.
I told you guys I'm the worst at riddles.
They give me a job to do every morning, but when I do it, they still tell me off. Who am I? I'm an alarm clock. And yes, it's a thankless job.
What?
How can you put a whole cucumber into a glass bottle without cutting the cucumber or damaging the bottle? You have 10 seconds to find the answer.
Squishing it in? That's my guess.
Place a baby cucumber still on its stem into the bottle. Then let it grow inside. Once, a young girl dropped her ring into a cup full of coffee, but the ring remained dry. You have 10 seconds to understand how.
Maybe, you guys know. Like, sometimes water doesn't get on metal or gold or something.
There were coffee beans in the cup. Oh, come on now. What do you call the fear of Santa Claus?
Ooh, Santa Claus is strong, man. Being strong, maybe? That's my guess, okay?
Claustrophobia. I like that one.
What?
The king told his 3 daughters to place 3 identical kettles with the same amount of water on the fire. The king promised that the husband of the daughter whose kettle would boil first would become his heir. Surprisingly, his youngest daughter's kettle boiled first. Use your 10 seconds to understand why her kettle boiled first.
Maybe the fire temperatures were hot, or maybe she put it first.
The other daughters kept lifting their kettle's lids to check if the water was already boiling. Oops.
Got a big day
What?
ahead?
No
Maybe
idea.
you've got a big case to win.
Yeah.
A man was found dead in a field of snow. The only evidence that was left was a set of footprints between 2 parallel lines. Who should the police be looking for? You have 10 seconds to find out the truth.
For the bad guy, the suspect, and that person, if they didn't find it. Right? Yes.
A person in a wheelchair. A shoe shiner offers his services to passers-by completely for free, but those who agree to his offer end up paying him of their own free will. How so?
Because they said, "Aw, so good. But here you go, $5 from your goodsies."
The man shines one shoe for free. People don't want to look silly in just one clean shoe and have to pay for the shining of the other one.
What?
Ethan spent 3 days in the hospital and was absolutely healthy when he left. Still, he had to be carried out of the hospital. Why? 10 seconds to crack this mystery.
Maybe there wasn't a cord on the crack, or maybe his foot wasn't available, or maybe his foot was caught. Oh.
Ethan was a newborn baby.
What?
A man called his wife from the office and told her he would be home at 8 o'clock. They didn't have any plans for that evening, and still, when he arrived at 2 minutes past 8, his wife was furious. What made her so angry?
Oh, because he didn't say 8 p.m.
The woman thought that her husband would come home by 8 p.m., but he arrived at 8:02 a.m. the next morning. In what case will 3 boys, 1 adult man, 4 girls, and a cat remain dry under just 1 umbrella?
What? Insane. Maybe they squished each other? I don't know. Maybe they carried?
They'll be dry if it doesn't rain.
What?
A wealthy man lived alone in a small cottage. He was disabled, so he had everything delivered to him. The mailman brought a letter on Thursday and noticed that the front door was ajar. Through the opening, he could see the man's body lying in a pool of dried blood. On the porch, there were 2 bottles of milk, Monday's newspaper, a catalog, some flyers, and unopened mail. When Sherlock Holmes got to the cottage, he told the police the killer was the mailman. How did he know? You have 10 seconds to figure it out.
Because of the mail? The flyers? I don't know.
Tuesday and Wednesday's newspapers were missing from the porch. The mailman knew the man didn't need them since he was dead.
No, it's still there.
Tuesday and Wednesday's newspapers were missing from the porch. The mailman knew the man didn't need them since he was dead. A man who was standing on the sidewalk dropped a tomato from the height of 6 feet, but it wasn't damaged at all. How so? 10 seconds to unravel this mystery.
Maybe it was a fake tomato? Or something? I don't know.
The man managed to catch the tomato before it hit the ground.
What?
Why would he do that? It doesn't say here. I met a stranger yesterday.
Okay guys, I'm going to end the video right here. If you guessed it right, comment down below. I'm the baddest. Bye. Wait, what? Bye.